All right, welcome to Yard Work this week. It's going to be a little bit different this week as we remember what this game was like. The competition was, I would say, skewed. So there wasn't much sense in breaking down a lot of plays. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some missed opportunities that happened in this game early on. This is the first quarter. This is after Byron Jones's interception. The Dolphins are driving. The ball is on the 27-yard line. There's 9:55 left, and we're gonna roll it. As you can see, they are in 11 personnel. It's actually 12 personnel, as you can see, and they give that ace look. And as you can see, it's 5 yards. Kind of successful play, right? Well, we're gonna slow it down right here, and we're gonna run it really slow. And I'm gonna show you what a better back could probably do and what Miles Gaskin is actually taught to do. And we are going to stop it. Okay, here's the handoff. And as you can see, at the snap, Schobert is, I believe that's Milano. He's calling out Gasecki on what looks like a wham, right? Usually it's a wham block, and then you have like the counter coming this way. Although since it's a wham, and as you can see, Gasecki is leading it, Miles Gaskin is supposed to just hit it up into here, right? Pretty simple play call. Everybody does something similar, right? But we're going to roll it, and we're going to roll it slow. This is very well defended at the point of attack, and it's very well defended pre-snap as they were lined up correctly. So you would say 5 yards is a pretty good game, right? Well, I'm going to show you what happens here. Are you noticing what I'm noticing? Miles Gaskin didn't press the hole. He followed the play and is now being met in the hole by the middle linebacker who called out the wham block, which was picked up correctly, right? Now I'm going to show you what a better play could have been. And we're running it. And this is the point of the handoff. And we're seeing it, right? As you can see, Milano's like kind of getting sucked in, right? Better backs, what they might do, okay, is, and what they're taught to do when you're running these wham runs, is to press the hole, meaning you're going to get almost into the hole, but without committing. If you do that, you can actually eyeball the hole you were running into originally or the cutback lane. Because if you press the hole, you force the mic to commit. The mic is not committed. So let's run it a little bit slower. And there it is. And as he's planning right here, he is seeing this line open up. What he doesn't know and what he's not watching is that the middle linebacker is already floating with the play and scraping into the hole to meet him. Since the backside is clear, he has the cutback lane, and look at all of that green grass over here. Let's watch it. Meets him into the hole. Still a successful play. It's 5 yards. But the cutback lane was there for a very big gain. All right, this is another play from the same drive. It's 3rd and 5. The ball's on the 22-yard line. You just got to turn over. It's 0-0. It's a must-win game. And you want to put a touchdown up on the board. 3 is okay, but the defense almost feels as if they got to win if they get away with just 3. So what do the Dolphins do right here? They're lined up in 11 personnel, and it's a 9-yard loss on a sack. And let's bring it back, and let's run it slow, and let's see what's actually being developed as far as the route combination. As you can see, it's single high, and the Bills have already declared themselves. It looks like man under, doesn't it? But it could be zone. So it would have been better if they would have had somebody in motion. But running, and as you can see, it's the same crosser they were trying to run last week against the Raiders with Gesicki. Gesicki was bumped, and they had the double slants up top. But why did Tua have to take that sack there, right? Well, I'll show you right here. And we're going to see it from behind, and we're going to telestrate it. As you can see right here, they have this is called the Diamond Rush, right? And we are going to stop it right there. Okay. Eric Flowers is communicating with Austin Jackson, and they're talking about, okay, how are they going to pick up this twist? They actually do. Okay. Jesse Davis is sliding down, and Ted Karras has to get a little bit more depth. Now, he's not the man at fault here, but when you call this protection, Robert Hunt has to stick to the inside and pick up the closest man to your quarterback. Robert Hunt has to be blocking 49 and allowing 93 to be the free rusher. If he does that, it gives Tua enough time to see the delayed crosser or the safety valve slant, which you're going to see right now flash on the screen. Enough said, right? Okay, mistake from your right tackle probably cost you a big gain on this opening drive after the interception by Byron Jones. Would have been a huge play. They didn't get it. This is where awareness and leverage and understanding leverage and how to run with the football after you see leverage really, really matters, because it could mean the difference in winning and losing sometimes. The score 7-3, 10:27 left in the second quarter. The ball is on the 49-yard line, and the Dolphins on 3rd and 10 are running a wide receiver screen. And you're wondering, why would they do that? Right? Well, watch. I'm going to draw it up for you. And as you can see right here, and we're running it slow so we can watch it develop. Okay? They're going to run like what looks like a bunch formation. Right? And it's coming right here. Puts them in motion. And they get the perfect coverage for it. They get man up. And this is a very simple wide receiver screen. You want to seal this edge because you want to get this pass off, right? So you probably, in the old days, it would just cut the end, okay? But now you want to wall them off, okay? So in essence, you want to block all these guys out, okay? And what you want right here is these receivers releasing wide so they could get blocks here. And then this wide receiver, the one who's going to receive the screen, is going to press and then come back. Pass is going to come right here, and then he has to read the blocks and read the leverage. Leverage is this way, he takes it to the sideline. Their leverage inside, he cuts it inside. Let's watch what happens. And we're going to keep running it slow. And we're only going to run it in this view so you can see it. They get the perfect coverage. And let's do the numbers right away. There's 3 Dolphins right here. 3 Dolphins and 2 Bills defenders. People wonder, why would you run this on 3rd and 10? This is why you run it on 3rd and 10. Let's run it. And you'll see something. There's the pass. It's delivered. By the way, Robert Hunt did not do good enough job to seal that. But right here, Lynn Bowden has the ball. What is he reading? He's reading one free man. Isaiah Ford has his man walled off, right? So where's the leverage? He has to read this correctly. So what does he do? He has to press this and then make a decision in or out. He hurries his decision, and you'll see what happens. Cut. Isaiah Ford misses his block. There's the tackle. And let's bring it back. Let's bring it back right as he receives it. And I'm going to show you what he should have done. Right there. As soon as he catches it, he sees the free man, right? Pretty simple. It's so simple. He knows he has two blockers. There was two men on this side. There's a third joining. Where's the third joining? He's joining on the inside. Lynn Bowden has to cut it to the outside, out to the sideline. He does that. Who knows what happens? Because if you watch the play develop, Devontae Parker gets good leverage on his block. Instead, it's a 3-yard gain. Simple things. Not necessarily Lynn Bowden's fault because it was in the heat of the moment, but a slightly better decision, thinking the game a little bit, could have given the Dolphins a big play on that one. All right, here's another opportunity. It's 3rd and 14. They had just taken a loss on the previous play on an end around with Lynn Bowden. The score is 21-3, and it's right before the half. There's 2:30 left. If you could get a touchdown here, this goes a long way toward starting your, on the comeback trail for the second half, especially considering that Josh Allen was likely to sit. Now, what do they draw up here on 3rd and 14 at the 14 going in? Well, it's an interesting route combination in that they're going to bring Gesicki in motion, right? Devontae Parker is running what is essentially a fade. Gesicki is going to run up, try to occupy a safety and come out, right? But he's going to run it short of the end zone. And then they're going to release Gaskin out into the flat. Now, to the wide side, all they're doing is they're going to put Lynn Bowden on the flag route. Okay? Now, they get kind of lucky here because you're going to see what happens here on the play action. And the Dolphins are in 12 personnel. Eric Flowers is calling out how they're going to block the scheme. And we're going to pause it right here because right here, Tua has to see a very important key. Do you see it? I'm going to keep running it so you can see it better. Tua is reading the safeties, and now they're widening, right? So he's figuring, and he already knows that Lynn Bowden has man up right here, right? So he thinks that these guys have him in a high-low coverage. So he's going to come off of this. This is his pre-snap read, and he's coming off of it completely. And what he's looking at right here are the numbers, right? 1, 2, and he knows that Gesicki's coming short of the end zone, so he could occupy a guy. Tua thinks he has the fade to Devontae. That's his pre-snap read. Now let's run it. That's the snap. And right there he's reading, and let's stop it. He's at the bottom of his drop. And what is he reading? What is he reading right there? First of all, he has really good protection, okay? And they kept an extra man in Shaheen. So they're using 6 to block 4. So they're in good shape in this regard. What does he really have on the play side? Well, he has to read this safety breaking, okay? This is bad news. He has to know it already. It's 1, 2, 3. This is a simple read right here. 3 defenders for 1, 2 pass receivers. He has to start thinking about going elsewhere. What does he have right now? What does he have? Well, he has the flat, which is not a terrible decision. It's not a terrible decision. It's not an aggressive one. What does he really have? Let's keep running the play. And he's already thrown it. He made his mind up. This is a bad read. Safety is there for the fade. He's throwing the fade. We're going to keep running it so you can just see how it ends up. People are coming off of their coverage. And the ball is to the corner. Devontae does a good job to try to break off the coverage to see if Tua sees it and tries to lead him toward the back of the end zone, but it's too late. So, what's the alternative? You could probably guess it, but right there is when he's throwing it, right? Well, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to go, okay, this is your first progression, right? This is one. One is right here, right? Safety is deep. Safety is back. Safety is breaking, and he's breaking to the boundary. I'm off this guy. What about if I throw it short? This guy's still in his back pedal. That's probably bad news, and the safety is breaking to the boundary. This is really bad news. On this side, the read has to be the flat pass to Gaskin. Or you could come off of this altogether and see what's happening with the flag route on the wide side. And let's run it. And the flag route, and it's not fair to look at it now and say, oh my God, look how wide open Lynn Bowden is on the flag. No, it doesn't really work that way because that safety is already breaking. But what is the safety looking at? Let's run it again. That's at the bottom of the drop, okay? So this is where he could come off. So does Lynn Bowden have the corner route? The answer is yes. This is the hash. Where's the safety? He's hugging the hash, as he's taught to do. But look at all of this room. It's a low percentage pass. So the correct answer here is he has to throw to the flat, or he has to come off of this altogether and throw it to the pylon, where he does have an opportunity to get Lynn Bowden for a touchdown. Low percentage pass. That's all there was. This play was extremely well covered by the Buffalo Bills, but it's just a poor decision. Dolphins do end up with a field goal on this drive. Maybe they could have gotten 6 with Lynn Bowden Jr. on the flag route. Can he get there? I think he does. Low percentage pass was worth a shot. Better than throwing it to the short side on a wide receiver that's being essentially bracketed by a safety and a corner.